Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Cloudy Sheep, and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 in the Return of the Russian Revolution edition. Last time I failed pretty badly at attacking the Empire of Japan, and more importantly we realized that it was maybe not such a good idea to try to do that because as we can see over here, Japan has a lot of units. Can we see it somewhere? Over here? Yeah, so we estimate that they must have about 220 divisions. And that's really not that insignificant. It in fact might make up for the majority of the field and manpower of all of our enemies. So I'm pretty sure that maybe we should for now focus maybe a little bit on other things. And also go a little bit of a different route down here maybe. So first of all, I'm going to switch out from advanced rockets to atomic research. We do have a buff to that, and I hope that we are going to finish it in a couple of days. Oh, that actually reduces research time, I never knew. Right, and then hopefully we can make some advancement down here down the line. So that'd be good. And maybe help us out in the long term against Japan. Now, until then, I think we need to focus a little bit more on the UK, which should be the more viable target. First of all, though, we need to take into account our ship situation here. So I think what I'd like to do is get all of our ships. So you I'd like to hold. You I'd like to hold. That means I can pull all of you guys towards Vladivostok. Then we're going to heal up a little bit over there. And then in a short while we'll break out to the south. Now until then we'll also take these Marines over here and bring them over towards Holland, I guess. So, I don't know, maybe to Amsterdam. If you check what route you'd be taking. I don't think that's the best route that you could potentially take. Is it? Seem to be doing some weird pathfinding here. Why would you go through here? Why don't you just go through here? I really wish it was taking that into account, but apparently it doesn't, so let's make sure that it do. Right, so you guys, not supply areas. We got normal map modes, toggle, nope. Right, so, okay, again, sorry. Let's make sure that you're going to over here, gone to Tarnovo. And then I think that's a little bit better. Right. So you guys do come down here. And then do come to Stalingrad. Although I feel a little bit disgraced. And then you can come over to Paris. And then let's have a look at our recruitment. So you guys should actually be set to over here. On the other hand, our mountain divisions then. Do we want to advance you? I think we'd like to. Oh, actually. Ooh, this is interesting. All of this is ours already, so that means we could attack this part of Papua New Guinea already. And wouldn't that be lovely? Right, before we do that though, and there are a good number of people here that we'd hope to advance into Taiwan. And that might soon be very useful. Now let's keep on checking this. Yeah, I think they are doing these kamikaze attacks. And they are really devastating, to be honest. I mean, that was 70% of a light cruiser, just like that. These guys are right over here. You guys are advancing towards Vladivostok, and that's pretty good. All of our planes are now in the Sea of Japan, where we are hopefully doing some damage. Well, we're losing a couple of ships, but they're losing so much more. It's a little bit weird, but yeah, in the last 30 days they lost 1,000 planes or so. So that's good to see. But yeah, the damage that they are doing, it's just ridiculously huge. Stop. Where are you going? You're based in Singapore? Alright, if you really want to go. Guess I can't stop you. but I don't like it. I think you'll be damaged very strongly. Yeah, and here we see the issue with all of these Japanese units. I mean, they do have a couple of artillery divisions in there apparently. And they had just so many, so we'll not be able to conduct a very good landing there, I'm afraid. Italian planes, okay, interesting. Right, let's briefly check our navies. So the first fleet is actually down to a single active ship. All of the other ones are repairing, but I think most of them should be in Vladivostok. Second fleet, you are based over here. Okay, it's in the South Chinese Sea. That's fine. A single carrier, and that is damaged. And third fleet is over here, so you likewise should start a repair. And I guess our construction is indicating that, yeah, everything is fine. You should actually be at the bottom of the quay. Everything else, though, does look fine. Specifically, I think this is a level 10 harbour. Yeah, it is. Although the infrastructure is not quite as good as I would like to see. Let's get Vladivostok all the way up. Because I think it is a very crucial area. Right, fantastic. Good. So, our main ships are now down here somehow, somewhere. No battles. A couple of our naval bombers apparently damaging a battleship. There is a heavy cruiser. The first army will still need 60 days, which is a very long time, I have to say. How are you guys doing down here? You should be fairly well repaired, right? Strength 100%. Don't you automatically join? I thought you would. I thought you would. Oh, so I think these might be the old ships that were part of the previous second carrier fleet. Yeah, that might be true. So let's merge these guys. And let's send you up here. And then the second fleet will also tell to stop and come over here. Are you in some battle? I don't think you should be. Yeah, now you're coming over here. That's fine. And you likewise. Come down there, please. You are moving out? Yeah, you are. Fantastic. Oh, a couple of free dockyards. That's good to see. Quite a number of them, actually. Very nice. So, I think something might have finished. Probably a couple of destroyers. And you know what? To be honest, I think we don't get too many destroyers. So let's get a full line here that's assigned to be placed in Crimea. Right, so I think the issue over here is that for some reason at some point I reselected these fleets and then again it's doing this. Right, okay, so first fleet, you're fine, and you know what, you simply be part of the third fleet. So yeah, do get over to Singapore and that's fine. You are now the second carrier fleet, alright I guess. Let's make sure you are repairing all the ships that do need repairing. And then I'll tell you to patrol in the South Chinese Sea. And over here. And maybe over here. Good. And you guys are now going all to Singapore, right? And just how damaged are you? Really not that much. Oh, more free dockyards. Okay, so I think all of these destroyers will probably come online. You know what? I think I'd like to build a couple of just a heavy cruiser fleet that just deals only with raiding on UK lines or something along these lines. Sorry about the pun. And where do we want to place you? Yeah, why not Alexandria? That should work out. And I think I want about 6 heavy cruisers. That'd be good. And then of course you'll get a couple of destroyers. 1, 2, 3. And potentially something like 12 destroyers, all to be based in Alexandria. And that should give like about 2 good fleets, I think. Very fine. There we go, Japanese battleship sunk. Very nice. And the first army. Yeah, you still need an amazingly long time just to prepare this attack over there. How's the second fleet doing? In particular, when are the carriers rejoining? I do hope you should be, right? Yeah, you seem to be rejoining, so that's good. Some battles over the channel, that's good to see. How are our planes doing? 200 lost, 4-to-1 ratio, that's excellent actually. 1,000 planes lost, and about an amazing number of enemy planes lost. Good, very good. Over here though, how does it look in terms of the first fleet? Yeah, you're still struggling a little bit. Second fleet, third fleet. Yeah, so much damage. But we are coming out of that situation, so that's good to see. All of this is fine. Really? Some naval bombs down here? Let's reduce that bomber squad a little bit. You're right, I think. Anything down here? No. Alright, that's fine. I think these guys should probably also be set to naval strike. Yeah, you are. So that's alright. 8,800 on interception. Fine, I guess. 40 days. It's a really long time. But yeah, again, our navy really... I mean, just look at all these detached ships. But all in all, I mean, you guys are fine. Research should be going fairly well. I think we can accelerate time slightly. Jet fighter, recon company. Yeah, these are good things. Middle East. That's a bit weird. Where could they be coming from, I wonder? Oh, probably down here. Oh well. South Chinese Sea. So what's this battle? Couple of Japanese heavy cruisers. We only have one carrier right now, but then again we do have a couple of heavy cruisers. And even one carrier just trashes these guys. Oh, continuation of that fight. And we have some land-based naval bombers. So that's already very good to see. And there goes one. And the other one? No, just one. 30 days left. Yep. And 20 days so we get the jet fighter. So excited about that. First fleet, yeah, yes, looking fairly well. Third fleet also based over here. We're coming back together again. Damaged a little bit. Actually sunk one, so that's good. Heavy cruise over here. You're part of the third fleet. But you don't really seem to be. Right. Naval battle? Really? Destroyer? Yeah, fine I guess. And of course the channel. Nothing too particular though. Oh, we actually lost a destroyer? Huh. And really damaged a couple of destroyers really badly. Probably kamikaze. Yeah, I think we need to ramp up our anti-air. What? The Soviet Union? How the hell did the Soviet Union get back into play? What? What? What's going on? Why did I get 15 new divisions? What? What? Is it a... Why did this... What is going on? So the Soviet Union split from me? Why? I don't understand. Okay, let's grab the third army over here. Let's tell it to be part of this front line. Which I think we need to specify a little bit better. Otherwise, the AI will always think, okay, I need to do the whole thing. Which is, of course is not correct. So I guess what I would like you to do is take this bank of the river and then form an offensive line towards Moscow. Sorry guys, I'm really irritated by this. So half of you go there, half of you go here, and then you guys should probably be part of this army and be part of front line like such, and take the other half. This is truly irritating. I'm really not sure what just happened. That's baffling. I mean, what's our communist support? 29%. Fascist should be a little bit higher. Alright, naval results. Sunk a heavy cruiser. How are all of our navies doing? Pretty good, in fact. Second is actually doing very fine. Third, yeah. Third and first are still in a little bit of trouble. Do they even have any units? Irritating. Deeply, deeply irritating. Yes, please do join our wars. I really don't know what happened. Anyway, where's actually our Marine Corps? Over here, so I think you're doing fine, right? No, you're not. You're doing the opposite of fine. You're running through. Really weird. Okay, but we did get recon company, so that's nice to see. We'd also probably want to take a step over here on strategic bombers, second version. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do that. Decisions available. Scorched Earth. I don't think we actually want to do that. Oh, what's actually that? Core territory defense, yeah, I don't think we need that. Scorched Earth will mean what? Couple of decisions. No, I don't think we want that. I think what we actually want to do is probably do anti-communist raids. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll tank our stability further, but I think after that it might be a little bit better, so that's good to see. Improved oil processing and jet fighter. Jet fighter is amazing. That's a very, very nice technology, and you know what, let's start with that. So first of all, let's go ahead over to production over here, and let's change out our current production of fighters, of which we are doing 17 per day, to jet fighters. So the difference is, of course, it's a little bit more difficult to produce. Range is the same. Air defense 14, air attack 35 towards 15 and 36, so that's not that much better. Agility is much better on the normal fighter even. And max speed is much higher though. So yeah, I think all in all this will be proving the better fighter. But of course we do need to improve the engine quite a bit, so that the agility actually comes into play somewhat the same. I think weapons are not nearly as important. Reliability is though. I would want to push it at least to this point. And that's the only thing that we can do, so let's save this up. And let's decommission this one. So jet fighter or fighter, which one is it? 90 agility, 96. And I mean the difference isn't so great all in all. I thought it'd be a little bit better. Only the speed has a clear advantage on the jet fighters. But you know what? Still I think it's the jet engine age. So of course that completely tanked our production, but we also have much more oil. So all of the oil that we are buying from the US, 10 factories worth in fact, we don't need any more, neither do we need Iraq or Greater Hungary or Italy. You guys are all fine, we don't need that. Good, fantastic. So let's get over to technology though. I don't think there's any point in researching new air. Strategic bombers, I'd like to see infantry. Some equipment might be useful. It's nearly 1945. Industry wise, everything is fine, we don't need any of that. Engineering might be useful, some of these technologies. Air doctrine might be useful. Naval doctrine, not really. I think light cruiser might be a little bit better. What do you do in terms of anti-air? 17. There's 5. Yeah, you know what, let's do heavy cruisers. And with the other research slot that just got freed up, I think what we might want to do, naval, I mean everything else is fine. Might do submarine, although then again survival training over here might also be good. Alright, here we go then. A couple of convoys being sunk, that's good, pretty decent result. There we go. English Channel and Java Sea. There's a naval combat down here. Of a Japanese carrier. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting in fact. But we do have 3 carriers, so I think Kaga over here will be in trouble very shortly. Here we go, and that goes down. Lovely. Lovely, very good result. So that must be carrier group number 2. Let's send you guys to be repaired if you can. And then this carrier will come into play later on. You're fine. First group, second group, no, first, second, third. Okay, so you guys are alright now, both of you. But third carrier fleet has a lot more destroyers. So between the two of you, you have 17. Do I get that right? 19. Really? How's that? Okay, so there are still a couple of detached fleets. Okay, fine. This way it works. Okay, so we got yeah, 19, so about 3, I think, I guess should move over. So let's select this one. Let's create a new fleet. 1, 2, 3 destroyers, and these guys will shift over to what's the first fleet, and that means we are roughly on the same footing, and that's fine. So let's sail you down towards Hong Kong, where I think you'll be in a little bit better position. He'll probably get bombed on the way, but then again we have so much air superiority over here. That might be alright. South Chinese Sea. Ooh, actually a battleship, 2 battle cruisers and 4 light. How can they produce so many ships? And I mean, we've sunk so many already too. Let's get both of you guys down there. How far long are you? 10 days till you can. Right. So you over there. So first, second, third. Okay. First, could you... So first off, I'd also like you to patrol the South Chinese Sea, the Philippine Sea and the Caleb Sea. And the third, you're gonna come down to Singapore actually. Be based in Singapore. And then you'll patrol this area. Well, maybe not the Bismarck Sea. Can I unselect that? Apparently I cannot. These areas. Good. Never result over here. Someone did nearly sink a destroyer. Which one is that? Your naval combat. You need to be repaired. As do you. Fine. Good number of ships being sunk over here. Convoys though. Doesn't bear that much weight. How do we look in terms of our new fleets? Couple of destroyers over here. Couple of destroyers down there. Nothing too serious though. Come on, 12 more days. Atomic, strategic bombers, advanced light. Yeah, that's all fine. On every results? Yeah, fantastic. Very, very good. And just shut down a couple of fighters. So, not at all serious. Right, do we have any army down here that could back us up? I mean, you have 21 guys. So where are they all? 18 are over here, so that means 3 are... Where are you? Can I locate you? I cannot. That's silly. Let's get rid of that. Huh, I really wonder where that is. Couple of heavy cruisers, and probably we are going to sink the other thing, the convoy. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, some fighting down here. Couple of Japanese transport, I wonder how they got there. Do want to sink the submarines. Submarines are notoriously difficult to sink. But there we go, we did sink a couple. More naval results. A destroyer sunk. Destroyer and light cruisers. Japanese planes. What's this? Oh, another submarine. Are you all good? Some repairs needed. Nothing too serious. Good, good, good. Come on, just 2 days. Submarines. New Guinea. Naval invasion. Interesting. Come on. Just one more day. Japanese losing a lot of planes. Whoa, this destroyer is nearly done. I mean, we are bringing 18 mountain divisions over here. If that fails, I'm really gonna be pissed. Very sorry, but that's the way it is. And I do realize it's dangerous because there are a lot of Japanese ships over there as well. So can I get a couple of you guys at least to fight over here? Just make their life a little bit more difficult. And you know what? I think what we need to do is construct... Do we have a lot of free factories right now? No, it just seems to match up, so... I think I'd like to increase the naval capacity over here in Hong Kong. Oh, the air capacity, sorry. And that should be alright. Good. And that being said, I think we could look at the infrastructure again. And maybe dial up this province a little. To 7? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. How about over here? Do we need more air bases? You're fine, I think. Some more infrastructure might not be too bad. Okay, cruiser sunk, good, of course. And now let's see. I think we'll probably have an unopposed landing, but then let's see what's going to happen right after that. We are losing a couple of convoys, just discerning. But at least we should be landing very, very soon. Come on. Yeah, but the attrition is brutal. But here we are. Very nice. So bases in very low supply. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Let's directly go ahead and on construction side, go ahead and plan for another naval base over here. Hopefully might be fine. Infrastructure we can't build there yet. That's fine then. But let's make sure that on Taiwan we are building more naval bases. Right, you guys. I'd like to take half of you to make yourself an inland route. Being attacked by one guy, that shouldn't be too hard to repulse, I think. Yeah, but they are doing much more damage than we are, at least individually. You're fine, Irish dock, free dockyards. Just one though. I guess we can accelerate this production a little bit. Right, let's see whether this will work out. I think this defense at least should work. And once you guys are in the next province, I think I'll call it a day, so that we might take a look at what's going on over here next time. So thank you very much for watching. Very interesting to see how that will go. Until then, bye bye, and thank you for watching.